Hello, Divine Sunshiners. As you can see, I've done my hair today. So this is the Sunshine Weekend Report. Need some intro music. Before I get into it, I was watching today a Indian man, I think his name's Sadhguru, who, if I'm not pronouncing it right, excuse me, Sadhguru. And he was talking about relationships. He did a number of different videos, but these are some things that I had some takeaways that I wanted to share that I thought that we could pretty much use and apply on our journey. Please make sure, if you have not, I know it was a feature, as my friend Sean says, length video on what should the DM do. Let me even get the title of my own stuff right. My videos. Please take time out to watch DM in a karmic situation tells the divine feminine. I couldn't go any further because they had so much. It was so, I don't want to play it because I want to stop. DM in the karmic situation tell the DF what they want to tell. How does the DM feel about the karmic, and what should the DF do? It is a very good, well, like a person, I think it's my best work yet. For that, pretty much giving us some good tips as to what the divine masculine thinks when he views us. What does he think about the karmic? What does he want to tell us? What things should we do as far as being in those us as divine feminines that have divine masculines in a karmic situation? I thought that was really something that had been gnawing at me for the longest to do, especially when I did the one the why does the divine masculine continue to stay on the fence. That was very much a follow up to that. So some of the things that he had brought up, he said that with us, and this is something that we have to continue to think of, that relationships, when we view them, we view relationships as absolute. And what he means by absolute, he's saying God is absolute. No matter, you can be with God 1 minute and in the next minute you come back to God maybe 2 months later, and he's still God, still loving, still unconditional, still forgiving, it's not unforgiving, forgiving. And that, however, when we think about relationships are variables. They change due to environmental things, the way we are, emotions, age, maturity. We have so many things that play as far as relationships. And so that's why he brought up a very good point, that when we think about the relationship, especially in this unisoul journey or this partnership that we have to kind of keep in mind that although in some ways either partner pretty much views each other as they are absolute, like never changing, but our job is to be constantly ever evolving as divines. And so we're either changing from, one aspect that we felt that a need that had suited us at one period of time, and then later on we might find out that we need to use something else or something better. And so that was one thing that he was saying, that just remember that relationships are variables, not absolute. Another thing he brought up that was very good: don't matter what someone else does, it matters just about how you feel. So a lot of times we as divine feminines, I know we are pretty much the heavy and the divine masculines as well too, depending on how our divine counterpart or our unisoul counterpart acts. It kind of determines what kind of mood we in, what we doing, how we thinking, and how we going about our day, or how we feel about the journey. And so I thought that was great. They say it doesn't matter what they do, your counterpart or the other person does, you determine what it is. If you say it's a good day and everything else is crumbling all around you, then it's a good day. I remember that story at one time. I didn't know it was a retrograde going on, And I remember I was looking on the video and it was talking about, ooh, the retrograde that passed by was the worst time. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And I mean, and I was like, the retrograde, it was a retrograde? And I swear to you, that was the best time of my life. I did not even know any kind of thing was going on that was stalling or stopping you from being able to do contracts or move forward on anything, because this was in. It was like everything was going to be at a standstill. There was a lot of lessons to be learned. And I was like, it was great. So that to me always taught me that it depends on what your thought process and where you are and your mindset that really determines what's going on. So if right now you're going through things and your divine counterpart is in some kind of karmic or some remediation relationship, it's your mindset that determines how it, how it looks, how you think about it, how it's going to be. So if you're saying, okay, he's over there, he's learning lessons, or she's over there, she's learning lessons, this is going to create him to be a better person for me when he comes back. It's going to be, he's going to be more dynamic than he was before. We're going to really be in love with each other, with this being this common relationship, and this is just really, this gives me time just so I can sit and kind of build a better me while he's over there building a better him. So it's the mindset of how you're doing. And then he was talking about organizing your mind. Stop changing your mind. He gave an example of how with us in our mind is just like a car. So let's apply that to this journey. So 1 minute you're saying, okay, I'm with it, me and the divine feminine, we got this. I'm like a divine masculine. Okay, then 1 minute you look on the Facebook thing and you see her posting something about, that's all right. I'm doing fine with my singleness. I don't need no man. I don't need you. I don't need anything. Okay, so now then, because it's used to stop, your mind starts thinking, oh my God, it's never going to happen. She says she's happy where she is. She doesn't want me. Da 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 da. And so now the car stops. Okay, now you say, okay, I'm back on it. Okay. All right, I'm determined. We're going to do this. I'm going to get my divine feminine back. Okay, now the car is moving. Okay, now you hear her post something. I'm engaged. Stop. The car stops. Then you're like, okay, well, now I know I can't. So my thing is with that, what he brought to in applying his principles to the Unisoul journey is that, if we're driving this thing and we're determined for the destination to get to, which is union, then we got to keep on driving with our mind, which just means to keep it steadily targeted and focused on it. We can't get from here, I live in Chicago, and then I get to Atlanta if I'm constantly on the time frame that I want to, and it takes 12 hours to get to Atlanta. I might be off. I used to know it off the top of my hand. And so now it's 7 o'clock here, and then I want to make it by 7 o'clock in the morning. If I keep on stopping and going to the hotel, and I'm stopping, and then I'm going to eat, and I'm stopping, and I'm touring different cities, and I'm stopping, and I'm saying hi to friends in Tennessee that I know, and I'm stopping, and I'm going to the museum in Kentucky. Evidently, if I keep on doing that, I'm not going to make it to Atlanta by 7 in the morning. It's just not. It's not gonna happen. Or whatever. Flip it. If I leave you 7 in the morning and I want to get there 7 at night, it's just not gonna. I hear something you're saying ain't not gonna be open at that time. You missing the point. My point is that if you keep on stopping and taking detours in your mind, as far as that, you will never be able to get there in a timely manner. And okay, so that's one thing. So he said, organize your mind. Organize your mind to really think. This is what you want. Some of us, I know I've seen some of my viewers have written there saying about they cheated, they done some things, and I can even on my attest on my end, this is experiential channel of experience, that he was saying that, at that point, do not say that they cheated. He said, just know that what was happening and occurring with you and your divine counterpart was an illusion, and for them to go into this means of they're stopping and going with somebody else, or they're stopping and concentrating more on this third party energy, which could be person, place, a thing, the job, giving separation, time for you to do self-discovery mode on your own. He said you need to just thank God because it was telling you that something at that point needed to be corrected. You was living in the illusion about things, how you thought, the expectations according to what you thought the relationship was supposed to be. And it's just a time for you to just stop and say, let me kind of check and take introspection of myself. He said, and I thought that was a very poignant thing, if you do not believe in God, you could say the universe. The universe has created everything. It is up to us to go and grasp God and get those things that we want to manifest in our life. How do we do that? By our mindset. Things are what we speak into existence, our actions, those things. So he was saying God really did a magnificent job in creating everything that we will want in this world. It's just up to us for us to go ahead and get that. What is impossible, what is possible and seems impossible is none of our business. We have to let the universe do its work. So what I mean by is some of us saying, okay, it's impossible for me to get into union. I don't see that's how that's going to happen. The way about how the universe is going to bring it to us, and I've said that before, is really none of our business. Our thing is to just continue on the journey. Let the, the beautiful thing is, and this is hit me as a channel message, is that we got somebody who's working on our side. We got a lot of them for God to ordain that this person is your counterpart. This is the person who is your other person. You're supposed to accomplish things. It's not all about the love and the lovey-dovey stuff. It's about you coming together, setting forth, doing your mission and purpose, changing the world, changing the new aspect of how love is supposed to be perceived and received and acted upon in this in the world. And so with that, we have to remember that we have a team of, I got a thing on my phone, if I could show that, they say your union team is working it out for you. Please be patient and stand by. Let me make sure I say it right, and I might can show it to you. This is from the Oracle. Okay. Oh, no, you can see it. You have to, no, you can't see it because it's the thing. If I do it kind of like this. Ooh. No, you can't see it. So, like if I hold it like this. Okay, so this is a good one, and I told you all about this. The Twin Flame Oracle. You can answer the question. It's an app that you can get on your phone, and it will tell you. So this one I did, and I asked because I was kind of feeling kind of like what's going on, kind of give me this almost like my crystal ball. So it said divine timing is at play here. Please stand by while your union team is putting everything in divine order for you. Patience is required. So you got a union team that's coming together. Your higher self, you got also your angels that's working this out. Oh, look at it saying pink. So they say, yay, shout out to the angels every time it turns pink. So you got your angels that's working. There you go again. The angels that's working it out for you. Yes, your union team. They're here. I can see because the screen is turning different colors. So they're here for you. You got your union team. You got your higher self that's doing things. You got your divine master. Don't matter how he's seeing his higher self is working out things. So you got a lot of things that's working it out for you on your side. And so how they going about doing and making this happen for us as far as union is really none of our business. It's for us to just go on ahead and just go ahead and just live life and do what we're supposed to be doing. You sure is good. You're pulsating on that one. I guess they're saying like curtain call. Next one. Okay, enough on that. Using past experiences. Your past experiences kind of also paints how you are in this relationship. So you have to kind of watch how you are actually how you are actually you're applying past experiences and slapping it onto this. Everything is possible. Like I told you, my twin appeared to me one day and told me he had strength. I said I said, this is impossible. And I looked on him, he had a shirt on, this is in my head. This saying, he said, no, I am possible, not I'm. So he was playing on it. So everything is possible. We applying our past experiences to kind of color about now. Well, last time when I did this, I started envisioning me and using that vision and practices. He ran off with the karmic. Last time I said I love you, he didn't say I love you back. Okay, well, maybe at that time he wasn't ready to. Maybe you try to say I love you now, he might be in the mindset or frame to be receptive and say, okay, yes, I love you too. Don't paint what had happened back then as to what is going on now, okay? He said there is no such thing as bad or good. There is, it's just not, okay? He said, you coloring it, which means if you selling something else, he said what you are is tempering things against who you are. So if they're not like you, then they must be bad, or they're not like me. You know, it's the opposite of what's going on. So he said you have to watch that. So that's the same thing like applying for us being in this some of our things in these situations, these karmic situations, or in these I'd say karmic situations, it's no word for it, in these karmic situations. And they're learning, and you're like, oh, well, you know, he going through that, that means he getting his payback, it must be something bad. So like I say, it's nothing good or bad, has nothing to do with it, or we're naming the situation, oh, that's horrible. You know, it's nothing good or bad about it. It's just, it just is. And then another thing he brought up was must be willing to manifest in your mind. So when you have a steady, unchangeable idea, that's when things will manifest. So us on this journey, we've got to kind of, I think I piggybacked on that yesterday on the thing, is that we've got to kind of get to the point that we are, we just really dead set on this is what I want. Like I asked in the video, are you ready? If I say right now he's ready to walk through the door, have you mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually prepared for your divine masculine to walk right on through the door? Okay? You know what I'm saying? If he said that right now, I can see the picture it. Are you ready? Are you going to be like, oh my God, I ain't ready yet. I got to get my hair done. Oh my God, I got to put makeup on. I got to kind of get some things. I got to organize the room. I don't want you to see things like it is. Okay, well then you're not ready then. Okay. And then next, today, claim your day with the intent of what it is. So if this is a good day, claim it as one. He said, like he said, one of his mantra, he started off saying, this is going to be a peaceful, loving, joyful day. He says that at the beginning, and then that just sets the intent and the tone for the rest of the day. And may things many things are created through design, so through desire. I remember that. So what I mean by that is, just like we got this iPad that I'm filming on, somebody wanted some kind of way to say, okay, we got computers, but I need something very lightweight, very portable, that I could be able to do everything I could do on the computer. Okay. Or like our phone. Somebody invented that. They say, you know what, we need to have a phone that we can always having a landline is not where it's at. We need to have some kind of phone that of some kind of system or phone of which we can communicate with people, and we travel and it's portable. So out of that, everything is created and manifested in tangible things due to our the way in which we our desires. So if we desire for this union, we got to keep steady on that idea. This is what we want. This is what we're going to do. Every action, every thought, every word, everything that we communicate has to be on one accord or aligned with that, because out of this desire and this need, we have to make sure anything we want to manifest, whether it's money, new job, new house, whatever. We've got to align out. It comes out of desire, creates the manifestation with our thinking that makes it so. Okay, so that is that. Okay, but I'm gonna put this to the side. I will pray that many of you all will be attracted to this, what I have here, because I think this is good nuggets, especially for us to kind of keep in mind some of the principles that we need to keep in mind as we are on this Unisoul journey. So until next time, I say stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago.